Hey guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, I will be talking about my favorite rose fragrances. As you may or may not know, I have not always been a fan of rose fragrances. I recently, maybe 6 months ago, maybe 7, started enjoying rose scented fragrances, and to this day, I am obsessed with them. Ever since I started getting into them, I grew more and more passionate about them. And I started acquiring more and more of them into my collection. So before we get started, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also hit the like button and activate the notification bell. And without further ado, let's jump right into this video. So these are going to be in no particular order. I'm just going to go through them one by one, and these are all of my favorite rose fragrances. So this first one is Florabotanica by Balenciaga. And this is a beautiful watery rose scent. It has mint, it has cannabis. I don't smell the cannabis, but it might be mingling with that greenery that comes through. It smells like a green rose garden after it rains. It's a beautiful watery type of scent, and the mint makes it refreshing. It makes it more uplifting. It's crisp rose after rain. It's watery but yet crisp, if that makes sense. The mint gives it that crisp type of vibe. But yeah, just a really beautiful rose scent. So this is very clean. This is perfect to wear to the office for daytime. It's not offensive. It has great longevity. It has great sillage. Performance is beast mode. But yet it's not an offensive fragrance. It's not cloying. It's not polarizing. This is just a very, very good white t-shirt fragrance. Good for any occasion. I feel like if you like rose fragrances, this is an easy dumb reach. This is versatile, any season, any time of day. This performs really well, and it really comes through for me. The next rose fragrance that I absolutely adore is Shaghaf by Swiss Arabian. I absolutely adore this. Excuse the fingerprints, this catches them a lot. This is perfect, like if someone's investigating a crime scene and they need fingerprints, like this is it. Just kidding. I love like crime shows, movies. I don't know where I'm going with this. Let's get back to fragrance. This one has saffron, it has oud, it has rose, of course. The rose is the star of the show. It has praline. It gives it a very gourmand type of accord. This is heavenly. This is a sweet, jammy rose. It's delicious smelling. It smells just like a Turkish/Persian dessert, which is rose flavored and scented ice cream that I sometimes would get. And this reminds me of that a lot. So it's this beautiful jammy rose that's very prominent in here. It's the praline, it's the vanilla. It's very creamy, very smooth. It has saffron. It's a very, very interesting scent. It's a complex scent. It's very well blended because it does have oud. I don't know if I mentioned the oud. And the oud here is very, very likable. It's a beginner-friendly oud. And if you've never smelled oud before and you want to get started, like I suggest going with this because it's a safe bet. It smells sweet. It's not like the barnyard smelling oud. It's not bitter. It smells absolutely delicious. This rose in here is really shining, and it's very jammy and sweet and dessert-like. And this fragrance is beast mode too. So yeah, this one is a good one. So this next fragrance is from the same house, Swiss Arabian. This one is Sehr Sheila. It has a beautiful cap. The bottle is really nice. And this is a dupe for Santal Royale by Guerlain. I forgot to mention that this is a dupe for Oud Bouquet by Lancôme. And so this is from the same house as the Shaghaf Oud. And this one is a dupe for the Santal Royale. And so of course the rose is the star of the show here. It's the prominent note. You get a very sweet oudy rose. So there's oud, there's jasmine, there's iris. It's a bit powdery, not too much. It's also very creamy. This is a very lush rose. This is actually a realistic rose. If you went up to a rose in the garden, or if you have a bouquet of roses and you went up to smell one, it's a realistic rose that you would get that smells like the actual rose you would get growing or in a bouquet of flowers. It's absolutely stunning, stunning. And it's not as sweet and jammy in a gourmand way as this one is. This one is not a gourmand. The roses are very different, which is interesting to try them both. I actually wanted to get my hands on both of them, and I'm really happy that I have both. They smell nothing alike. They're just two different experiences of having rose in your fragrance. Like, they're so awesome. Performance on this is outstanding, just like Shaghaf Food. This one stays on your skin all day. It has beast mode, sillage. It's just beast mode. Great performing fragrance, and I've been loving this. The next rose fragrance is by Parfums-My, and this is Delina Exclusif. It comes in this beautiful milky pink bottle, and the rose in this one is a milky pink type of rose. It's a milky, creamy, delicious, sweet, dessert-like rose. It also gives me the vibes of that Turkish Persian dessert I was talking about, the ice cream that's rose scented. It's a very decadent and aromatic scent. A milky, sweet, delicate rose. It's beautiful. It's sweet. It's dessert-like. It's very decadent, very luxe. And this has great performance as well. Great sillage, great longevity. Chef's kiss, yes. The next one is in the travel size, but I will insert the picture somewhere up above. And this is by Montale, and this is Intense Cafe. And this is basically roses and coffee and oud. The prominent note here is definitely the rose and the oud. You do get that. It's delicious. I love this scent. I adore it. I wish there was more coffee, because I take my coffee as seriously as I take my fragrances. So I wanted more of that delicious coffee, like that dark roast, delicious aromatic coffee that I am not getting in here. That's, you know, the whole purpose of this fragrance, because to me, honestly, this smells a lot like this. I don't feel like I need a full size of this one. As far as the rose in here, smells a lot like the rose in here. And the rose and nude, just like the rose and nude here. And then I have a coffee scented fragrance that I'm not gonna talk about now. But if I layer the two, I'm gonna get a better coffee effect than I do with this one. So that's my rant. Not enough coffee. Montale, I see you. Please come up with an Intense Cafe one that's very, very intense. Thank you. So the last but not the least is the Dior Ms. Dior by Christian Dior. And this one doesn't, so the rose in this one is not the star of the show. This is a beautiful blended bouquet of flowers, and the rose in here is noticeable. I definitely do pick that up. I do smell the rose, and it's just beautifully blended together with other florals. It also has fruit in here, so it's a nice combination of fruit and florals, and it's very delicious smelling. It smells sweet in a fruity, fresh floral kind of way. It's uplifting. It's all season appropriate fragrance. It's very versatile. This has amazing lasting power. Sillage is moderate. And this is a great everyday type of scent. You could wear this with jeans and a white t-shirt. You could wear this to work. It's non-offensive. It's not cloying. It's just right. A beautiful, blended, well-rounded fragrance. So Miss Dior, Absolutely Blooming, is another beautiful rose scent. So I would like to know what your favorite rose fragrances are. Please put that in the comment section down below. I love to know what you reach for when you reach for a rose fragrance, or if you even like rose fragrances. Let me know whether you like them or maybe dislike it, like I used to. And this concludes my video for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you back here soon.